You know, a great example of big data at work is when you look at Disney. They spent $1 billion on a Magic Band. And what the Magic Band does, it allows you to do payments, allows you to track in, it serves as your ticket, serves as your guide. It's kind of an experience. People are even accessorizing these Magic Bands. But what it really does is it helps improve Disney's park operations. You know exactly which bathrooms are being used more than others. You know exactly what promotions are doing better in other places. You know exactly where your customers are at every point. You know which rides are doing better. You know where to restaff things. And basically, by putting these sensors on top of an individual, they can actually create some very interesting offers and change their operations.
The mining industry, for example, that's where I've seen some of the most advanced analytics applications. And I know of a mining company in Australia. They actually say, we don't regard ourselves as a miner. We are a risk management company. Because they are totally data-driven, in real time. Everything, all that huge equipment that's moving around that huge open-cast mine is sending back data in real time, updated every 15 minutes, down to those pit supervisors. That's where you get competitive advantage, because you can take the decision, do I stop the equipment and repair it immediately, or do I take the risk and keep on producing in order to meet my targets?
Recently worked with the American Red Cross, actually, on trying to help them use social media insights to affect their marketing and promotion strategy, right? So we looked at a number of different disasters where people were tweeting about things like hurricanes or earthquakes or things like that. And we tried to see what the relationship between those tweets was and the donations that the Red Cross was receiving. As a result, we could help the Red Cross better schedule the timing of some of their calls for donations to more coincide with with donor interest in the tragedies and the events that were unfolding, hopefully boosting their donations in the future.
Midwestern-based shoe store chain, but they're a national chain, okay. And they distribute the shoes, which they also manufacture, to these stores. And until they used big data, they had to go by a variety of what you might call unscientific means to figure out which stores in which regions should get which shoes. But they used Hadoop to collect sales data and also to collect data from social media that contained commentary on shoes. And what they discovered was that they were doing things all wrong, that certain regions, for instance, prefer bright colors, some preferred subtler colors. In certain regions, certain styles were preferred versus others, and they had data that was precise enough that they could change the way that they delivered shoes and to the store, both in terms of what they delivered and the timing and inventory levels of the shoes in the stores, and they saved millions of dollars as a result.
The Boston Children's Hospital, for example, they have started to use sensor data from the medical equipment that they use to treat their patients. So in the past, all that data has pretty much been lost or not usable. They only use the data when there's an emergency, when there's an alert by this equipment that's issued, and then the doctors and the nurses come in and address the issue. But lately, they've started to actually capture that data, apply predictive analytics on it to try to understand what happens a few minutes before that alert goes out, or maybe a few seconds even before that alert goes out, to be able to prevent the adverse event from happening in the first place.